I'd like to welcome back to Art in the Air Spotlight from the LaPorte County Symphony Orchestra, and she's going to tell us all about their next concert. But we're also going to talk about some of them that we just saw a few weeks ago. Both Esther and I had the privilege, because we were invited to go see it, and it was great. It was the Animal Kingdom concert. We'd like to welcome back the Executive Director for the LaPorte County Symphony Orchestra, Emily Yanis. Welcome back to Art in the Air Spotlight.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, thank you, Emily.
So you had a very successful concert. It was kind of interesting. I know I took my grandson to his very first concert at 4 and a half.
He's adorable. Yes, he was so cute.
He's so cute.
Yeah. And he got to try out the violin. He did not like the woodwind. He didn't get as far as playing an instrument. Which is unusual because his mother is a saxophone player, but he did blow a couple times on the trumpet and got that pretty good. That was my instrument. So anyway,
great.
So tell us about some of the things that happened at the concert.
Yeah. Oh, it was just a terrific night. It was a terrific turnout. We had, as you mentioned, the instrument petting zoo was a huge success. Thank you to
Very
Quinlan and
successful.
Fabish. Yeah, for sponsoring that. I think, people of all ages enjoyed getting their hands on some instruments. I saw some adults taking part as well. But it was just so fun to see the kids just get their hands on those instruments and try them out. And it's just a great way to get kids excited about potentially learning an instrument.
Right.
And they were so patient with the kids. I mean, really worked with them until they got their breath.
Yeah,
correctly.
they're the pros. That's what they do. So
wonderful.
We're very grateful to have a great partnership with Quinlan and Fabish.
I know Morgan, who was doing the strings. She was actually one of my former students from Munster.
Oh, really?
She was never on stage in theater, but she played quite a few of my pits and everything. So,
oh, sure.
And of course,
Morgan is awesome. She works for Quinlan and Fabish.
And Bethany Borgo, who plays. And she's another one of my former students. So both on stage and in the pit. So yeah, we had some.
You've got a few of them up there.
Reunions. So, and tell us a little bit about the music. And I have to say, you were the narrator, and that added so much to it, especially identifying the sounds and everything. I think, especially for a 4.5-year-old sitting there who was sat pretty still for the whole thing.
Wow, that's impressive. Yeah, that's impressive. Yeah. So we played Peter and the Wolf, which has a narrator role written into it. So it introduces the instruments and the characters of the story, and then kind of tells the story as it goes along. And I think that people really enjoyed that. That's a classic by Prokofiev, has been played for, children's concerts for many, many years, but many people were excited to hear it. And then our Carnival of the Animals, Dr. Watson wrote me a short script just to announce each movement, kind of give the audience an idea of what they were going to hear. And similarly with Dangerous Creatures, the Australian piece, just so that to give the audience some context and storytelling along with those pieces.
Some excitement too. I really loved your introductions to everything, and you have a beautiful speaking voice. It was very
thank you. Thanks. I really had fun doing it. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
And of course, we know she has a beautiful singing voice. I know for the Dangerous Creatures, there were a couple of times Grace and my grandson said, "Papa, that's loud." because
that black bear movement at the beginning is quite loud.
Yeah, it's quite an opening.
So
it is.
You have coming up now the next concert. So tell us a little about that.
Yeah, so March 9th, we have The Sounds of Spring at the Holdcraft Performing Arts Center in Michigan City, 3 o'clock. That's a Sunday afternoon, Central Time there. We are excited about this one and hopeful that maybe the weather will cooperate with a little bit of spring that day. It's early March, so no telling what it will be like. But we're going to play the centerpiece of the program is Schumann's First Symphony, the Spring Symphony, which is a really wonderful classic. And the orchestra is really looking forward to playing it under the direction of Carolyn Watson. The other showpiece is going to be a world premiere of a xylophone concerto by a Danish composer by the name of Kjell Reuter. I think I'm saying that correctly. Mm-hmm. And our education and community outreach manager and percussionist Jared Collar has been working really closely with the publishers on this one for this world premiere because it was actually recently discovered and published. And so it has never been played. And so this is a really exciting opportunity for us to play this piece that has never been heard by audiences. And so Jared has been working diligently with the publisher on this one, getting all the scores. And then, of course, practicing the very difficult concerto on the xylophone that you'll get to hear.
He's soloing on that, right?
He is soloing, yes, yes. And it's a very virtuosic, lots of mallets, lots of, extremely difficult mallet techniques on that one. So I think people are really going to enjoy it. It's something a little different, something you don't always get to see every day. And I think that's going to be a real treat.
And then you have two more concerts coming up, both a summer one and one where I think you're going to be performing. And tell us briefly about that.
That's right. Yes, April 12th. I've been saying all of my musical theater dreams are coming true because I love to sing musical theater. And this is a Rodgers and Hammerstein tribute of the golden age of Broadway. So we're going to be doing some of the best loved tunes, things from The Sound of Music, The King and I, Oklahoma. And a couple of Chicago singers, really wonderful professional singers from Chicago, are going to come in and join me for that. So it's going to be a really fun, exciting, enchanted evening at the Civic Auditorium, April 12th.
And then quickly in the summer, you have one event there.
That's right. Yes. Our traditional outdoor free concert in Friendship Botanic Gardens. We've set the date for that. It will be Sunday, July 20th. At 7:00 p.m. there in Friendship Botanic Gardens. And you can find more information about that on our website, lcso.net.
And that's great. That's LaPorte County Symphony Orchestra. The executive director, Emily Yanis, is in LaPorte County Symphony, The Sounds of Spring. It's March 9th at 3 p.m., Holdcraft Performing Arts Center in Michigan City. Emily, thank you so much for coming on Art in the Air Spotlight, sharing your upcoming season events.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you.
Art on the Air Spotlight and the complete one-hour program on Lakeshore Public Media is brought to you by McCauley Real Estate in Valparaiso, Olga Patrician, Senior Broker.